Hello everybody, and welcome to another CDX review. This is Luis, otherwise known as Sentai Seiya, bringing you another release in the DX Shuriken Sentai Ninninger line. And this is Otomonin number 2, or 02. This is UFOmaru. So, the UFOmaru, or the UFOmaru, if you want to pronounce it in English, is a UFO. At least that's the vehicle form of this mecha. This is the second support mecha for the Ninninger after Maru. As you can see, it's got kind of a circular shape to it, like that. We got some boosters on the back. You can see the windshield for the cockpit right there. Looking close, that's a nice little touch. It says Nin, you know, in that circular pattern. So that's pretty much all there is to the UFOmaru in the vehicle form. It's not my favorite. I prefer the elephant mode of Maru over this mode. As you can see, we have the big clunky shuriken at the top with the holder, and that kind of, you know, just sits on top. It doesn't really seem to serve much of a purpose except to just be there. I think it looks much better without the shuriken and the holder on top. It looks much more like a UFO. So that's one of my nitpicks I have with the vehicle mode of this toy. Also, when you look on the underside, you can see some arms and a torso and a head and parts of the legs. So it doesn't do a very good job at hiding the fact that it's got other modes. So when you compare it to the Maru's elephant mode, as you can see right there, that does a better job at hiding all the stuff that is inside of the toy. So the only real thing, as I mentioned earlier in the other review, not earlier, you know, in my last review, is the fact that you can see the head hidden in the body. But other than that, the shuriken is very functional in this. You can see the shuriken holder, but you know, it serves the purpose of being part of the body, so that's a lot nicer looking, I think. It's a better base form for the toy. But enough about my gripes with the vehicle form of UFOmaru. Let's check out the robot mode. Since I've already taken the shuriken and the holder off, we can actually just set those to the side for now. They're not used in the robot mode. Then we're going to take this and actually detach the back piece that comes off. Then we're going to take this piece, we're going to bring that down, pop the head up, and just fold out the legs. Then I'm going to take the robot and toss the backpack on. So it's pretty neat. It's got like a jetpack of sorts with the boosters on the back. So there you have the robot mode of UFOmaru. It's pretty cool looking. It's got that kind of an astronaut humanoid look to it. It's got some nice blue eyes. It's got what looks like a forehead protector, one of those ninja forehead protectors on its forehead. Got the Ninja logo on the chest. Some red and blue circles. Don't know what those are, but anyways, they add nice color. It's a nice design. Like I said, it's got kind of a spacesuit look to it. The arms do rotate. Maru suffered from arms that were fixed in place, but this guy that has that going for him, he's got rotating arms. So on the back, we have the jetpack. You know, pretty cool looking. I'm not a big fan of this part on top, you know. That's going to be a handle later on for the Shuriken. Looks a bit out of place, but not bad otherwise. So it's got a cool looking robot mode. Now, before we combine the UFOmaru and the Shuriken, let's check out UFOmaru's shuriken and its holder. So it's a nice blue shuriken. The design of the holder, it's got a sticker on it with some stars and stuff. Got this design down here, and then the Ninninger logo right there. So that's pretty much it for that. It's like with the Maru holder, you get 3 different sounds coming out of the holder. They cycle through when you press the button in order. So let's check those out real quick. That time you get those sci-fi sound effects. I think last time with the UFOmaru we got the elephant sound effects. So that's the difference with that, and the fact that it announces that this is the UFOmaru, not the UFOmaru, obviously. So there you have it. Pretty simple sounds. There is another sound we're going to get when we combine this with the Shuriken. So let's jump over to that. So here we have the Shuriken already set up to combine with UFOmaru. I took the liberty of already preparing this guy, taking the right arm that's formed by the front part of Maru, taking that off. And actually I read the instructions this time around, which I didn't do with the UFOmaru, and that arm is actually supposed to go on the back. It's got a peg on there so you can hold that extra arm, so that piece isn't just kind of hanging around your room. So did that, and Shinobi Maru is the right arm now. It's in the arm mode. So let's throw on the UFOmaru parts. Next, we're going to take the robot, bring his legs up, and then bend them at the knee, like that, so that he's in a sitting position. And we're going to put him into the cockpit, like that. Alright, so now he's sitting, and then we can, maneuver the handles and put those into the hands like so. The hands are made of a nice soft plastic, so you don't have to worry about breaking them. Next, we're going to take that back piece, the backpack for the robot, and we're going to throw that on the right arm, or the right hand I should say. And so now it's got a weapon. I believe the weapon is called the UFO launcher. So it's pretty cool. We have a long-range weapon this time, where UFOmaru had those close-range axes. Next, we're going to put this on top, if I can get it right. So we have the Shuriken UFO's theme. It's very sci-fi, as it should be. So here we have the Shuriken UFO, and it looks pretty good. I have to say though, I don't like it as much as I like the Shuriken Paon. The Shuriken Paon had more color. The green really added a lot to the Shuriken. So here we have the Shuriken UFO, and it looks pretty good. I have to say though, I don't like it as much as I like the Shuriken Paon. The Shuriken Paon had more color. The green really added a lot to the Shuriken. The colors for the UFOmaru are a lot more subtle. Taking a closer look at the chest area, the cockpit for the mecha, and also the head, the Shuriken UFO definitely has that space theme. It's piloted by the the astronaut-looking robot. Looking closer at the face, now it's got that space theme. It's got like a visor. It definitely looks like a astronaut's helmet. So that's pretty cool. I definitely dig the space theme of the robot. I just think it doesn't look quite as good. It's not as eye-catching as the Shuriken Paon. So for that reason, I like the Paon combination a little bit more. So this time around, we got that UFO as the base form, the vehicle form of the UFOmaru, proving that Bandai is pretty much just throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, into this line. It's just all over the place. Rather than sticking with just one theme for the line, we've got a nice eclectic mix of vehicles and animals and all sorts of stuff in the line. So it's pretty cool. At first I was a little apprehensive about the fact that even just the Shuriken had a mix of different themes, but it's neat to have something that kind of breaks outside of that norm. It thinks outside the box and just decides to combine a whole bunch of different designs and motifs and different things that you wouldn't think to have in a single Super Sentai. So, as I've mentioned, the UFOmaru has an okay vehicle mode. I wasn't a big fan of the UFO. Just not a big fan of how it used the shuriken and the holder. Robot mode, as I mentioned, pretty cool. I like the space suit design of it. That's pretty neat. And, you know, Shuriken UFOmaru. It's cool. It's different. So, this has been Luis, otherwise known as Sentai Seiya on CDX, doing another review in the Shuriken Sentai Ninninger line. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave some comments. We like to get feedback. We like to interact with our audience. You know, we like to see what you guys think. So, that's going to be it. I'll catch you guys around.